this game proof that you don't need Kawhi and PG?
No way. No. We definitely need them. But, man, I'll tell you our guys, man, just stuck together, got down early, down 18. And we just, like I said, being resilient, just keep fighting, keep trying to find ways to win, never fragment. We stay together the whole time, never pointing fingers, and just kept playing. I thought Cousins was great, taking 3 charges. That's winning basketball. Luke Kennard, the shots he made, Twin, Zoo, Nico's defense. Yogi Ferrell coming in for the first game and playing the way he did, having 7 assists. I mean, it's a total team effort, man. Just so proud of the guys.
Can you talk about the defensive communication at halftime to cause that turnaround in the second half on that end of the floor to start things?
Yeah, I thought early on they got out in transition. We wasn't scoring the basketball. They did a good job of being physical on the offensive end. So we just, the adjustment we made was, we made some shots in the second half, holding this team to 43 points and trying to keep them out of transition was our main focus. And, second half, we was able to control the tempo, control the game. We posted Marcus, we posted Cousins, posted Zoo a little bit, and kind of just, slow the tempo down and got the game in our favor. And like I said, our guys executed, in the second half on both ends of the floor.
Thank you.
Next up, Tilmer.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win. You talked about it a couple of times this season about the resiliency of this team, but it's just a trend when you guys are shorthanded, you guys are still pulling out games, some competitive games because the Grizzlies, the Heat. On a night-to-night basis, how is that? Is it as simple as resiliency? What does it come down to?
Like I said, just come down to heart, wanting to compete, for 48 minutes, no matter who we're playing, no matter who's playing. And we don't want to make excuses. Like I said, a lot of teams are down players and they're finding ways to, keep playing, keep competing. And that's what we want to do. And like I said, our guys have stepped up all year, with all the injuries we've had. And it's just good to see, they're getting the experience they need going forward. So if anything like this happens, guys haven't had a chance to play all season, so they'll be ready for the playoffs. So like I said, our coaching staff, just staying poised, our team staying together, not fragmenting, not going crazy in the huddles, and just staying together, just trying to weather the storm and continue to continue to build good habits.
Yogi only played 40 minutes all season, but it looked like he'd been there a while. What can you say about his just overall presence as a point guard? You talked about the 7 assists, but he had that veteran move where he drew the foul. Just his overall play today.
Yeah, the play was good. First half I thought I might be a little nervous, but I told him before the game started, just be yourself. Don't try to fit in. If you're doing too much, I'll let you know. We need you to be aggressive, use your speed, attack, and make plays. And I thought he did that, so, hats off to him for just, like you said, only playing 40 minutes this year, but coming into a new team and playing the way he did was huge for us.
Thank you, Ty.
Thanks. Next up, Law.
Hey, Ty, you've gotten on Luke all season about a certain level of aggressiveness and just encouraging him to be aggressive. That first quarter was probably discouraging. It took forever to even take his first shot. And then you see in the end what kind of game he ended up with. How do you encourage him to keep going? But also what actions do you put him in to free him up to get his shot up?
Well, I thought in the first quarter, in the first half, they did a great job just top blocking Luke all over the floor, delay actions and our wide pins. They did a good job just being physical and trying to take him off the shot and forcing everything down. So at halftime, our adjustment was just run floppy. So now he can come off both sides and you can't top block and keep him on one side of the floor. And, we just pretty much ran, floppy for the whole second half just to bring him and Nico and those guys off screens. If the shot wasn't there, then we just posted the basketball with Marcus and Cousins and Zoo. So it's pretty much like an old school basketball, but just be able to control the tempo, running floppy and posting the basketball in the second half.
Thanks. Next to Mason.
Hey, Coach. Terance had 7 assists tonight, and he was basically the de facto point guard. What do you make of his decision making, and is that sort of a role that he can grow into, where he's kind of like a secondary distributor on maybe the second unit, or like a backup point guard sort of role?
Yeah, Terance is a great passer. That's why we tried him at the point guard position last year because of his passing ability. Where he's able to rebound the basketball and push and get downhill. We can make a lot of plays and a lot of passes. But just throw him in the fire. It's his first time playing point guard all year, and just throw him into the fire tonight. I thought he did a great job of handling himself well. So we just try to plug guys in. Like I said, keep building, the habits that we're trying to create, and just kind of go from there.
Thanks. Next to Claudia.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win. Almost every game, Suvac pounds the offensive glass. How important has that been this season?
It's been very important for us. A lot of teams are going small nowadays, and most of the time we try to stay big. And when teams are small, Zoo's doing a great job on the offensive glass, creating fouls, getting us in the bonus early, but also rebounding the basketball and getting, easy putback. So when teams want to play small, they want to switch 1 through 5. We try to do our best, but take advantage of the mismatches down low.
Thank you.
Barbad, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, we saw Bogey take 3 charges tonight. I felt like he was just giving his body in any type of way he could. Can you talk about just the hustle you saw from him?
No, those are winning plays. Anytime you win and sacrifice your body, step in front of a guy who's driving full speed and take a charge, those are winning plays. And that's the first thing we addressed when we came into the locker room is our coaching staff just, telling Boogie in front of the guys, like, those are winning plays. And you need those kind of plays, especially for a veteran guy who's the caliber player that he is, to step in and be willing to take charges. That's huge for the team. That's a foul for another player, but also it just stops the momentum of a team. So that was huge for us.
And no Zoo 3 tonight?
I know. You know what? In coming out in the first, before the game started, I was gonna say, Zoo, you got a chance to take 1 3 in the Florida offense, but I didn't say it. So we'll give you one sooner or later.
Go ahead, Cam.
Hey, Coach. How big was the 0 turnovers there that you had in the second quarter? I think it was, or third quarter. Excuse me.
It was great. When we take care of the basketball, we know we can score points. Tonight, our package is very small, very limited. With Yogi playing for the first time, with Cousins not, knowing all the plays and stuff right now, we just kept it simple. And that's probably why it was so hard for us to score early on in the game. But, our guys stuck with it. Our coaching staff had great suggestions, different things to run to try to, counter what they were trying to do. And we just try to keep it simple as possible. And like I said, our guys were able to execute that. And it was just good to see, like I said, taking care of the basketball and getting shot attempts.
Coach, what gave you confidence in Yogi to close the game out for you guys tonight?
I just go off the field of the game. I don't coach about minutes or unless guys have minute restrictions, but I coach on the field of the game. The guys playing well and they're giving us a boost, and they, a lot of times they'll finish the game. So it's just on the field. Our team knows that. Our team understands what we're trying to do, and everything I'm doing is the best for the team. And the guys playing well, they deserve to stay on the floor. And he did a great job, so he earned it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks. We have time for one more. Go ahead, Miriam.
You have kind of a special place in your heart for smaller, quick point guards like that?
Oh, I love it. I love speed. And like I said, Yogi's able to turn the corner, get into the paint. A couple of great passes, just his capabilities of getting down the floor, attacking early, running pick and roll, getting downhill. It was great for us in that second half.
Thanks, Ty. We'll let you go.